Kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, stand tall like no one's ever been here before or at all. And don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, though you think days yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful, I bet God heard you coming. The kids are in town for a funeral, and the grass all smells the same as the day you broke your arm swinging on that kid out on the river. You bailed him out, never said a thing about Jesus or the way he's living. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful, I bet God heard you coming. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, or you'd think days yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful, I bet God heard you coming. Kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy.
Family, friends, just before we begin Rhys' service, can I ask you to make sure that your mobile phone is turned off or turned to silent, please? Just a bit of a side story. Sheree was saying it was amazing that we are in this building today. She told me a little story about Rhys. He did try to enter this building without using a key many, many years ago. And I believe he liked to have a drink around here with his mates as well. Is that right? A few mates here had a few drinks with him? I'd like to welcome you here today and thank you for being here as we've gathered to honour, give thanks and pay tribute to the life of Rhys James Hector, a son, a brother, a mate, a young man who left his mark on all of us in his short 18 years. Today is a time to express our love for him, to reflect on his life and to offer comfort and support to his family and friends who feel his loss so very deeply. He is a much-loved son of Sheree Edwards and Dean Hector, loved brother of Ricky, Jesika, Dyllan and Luke, loving grandson of Margaret and Gary. He'll be sadly missed by all of his family, his many friends and his best mate Sadie. And I was hoping Sadie was going to be here today. Yeah. Each of us here carries our own memories of Rhys, moments of kindness, humour, loyalty and his big heart. Today we not only say goodbye but also express our gratitude for having shared a part of life's journey with him. And I have the wonderful honour to share Rhys's life story with you. And just on behalf, I'd like to say thank you to the family for putting this together, particularly Sheree and Jess. Rhys was born on the 10th of July 2008, right here in Coffs Harbour. And from the very beginning, he was full of life, strong-willed, extremely cheeky, loving, and fiercely loyal. As the second youngest of 5, he grew up in a house that was never quiet, never boring, and never short on love. Being one of the younger ones meant he learned quickly how to stand his own ground, how to keep up, and how to carve out his own place in this world. In his younger years, his dad was his best friend and mate. They shared a very special bond. When Rhys's mum and dad separated, Rhys moved to Nelson Bay, where he joined the Carter family. And from that moment on, he was completely spoilt. The favourite, some would say, wrapped in love and attention. Weekends were spent riding his bike, skateboarding, or hanging down by the bay, salty air in his lungs and not a care in this world. Christmas was always special for Rhys. The gatherings with Nan and Pop, Auntie Nikki, Uncle Paul, and his cousins Taylor and Connor were filled with laughter, chaos, good food, and late night swimming in the pool. Those were the moments that stitched memories into his heart. During school, he was a good student, whether he liked to admit it or not. He was smart, quick-witted, and capable. And of course, he also had that streak in him, the one that would occasionally decide a day in the sun and at the beach was more important than a day in the classroom. And truth be told, some of his best memories were probably made with sand between his toes instead of sitting at a desk. Or maybe even sneaking back to Mum's shed when he thought no one would notice. He kept life interesting, that's for sure. When Rhys moved to Toormina with his mum, he settled in by finding his own people, and he made friends so easily. He had that relaxed, easygoing nature that drew people in, and that's evident today by how many people's here. He played basketball at school, loved being part of a team, and enjoyed the energy and competition. And as he got older, he also found another passion, and that was the gym. Rhys loved training. He loved pushing himself, building his strength, and seeing what he was capable of. And it wasn't just about muscles. It was about discipline, routine, and feeling strong in himself. The gym became another place where he found confidence, focus, and mateship. More than anything, he just loved being around his mates, whether it was kicking back, having a laugh, or later on, sharing a beer with the boys. Those friendships meant everything to Rhys. Rhys loved motorbikes, the freedom, the adrenaline, the sense of independence. He also loved girls, and with a cheeky smile, he called himself Batman. Not because he loved the superhero, but because he said it was his role to protect the ladies. Rhys had a protective heart. If you were his person, he had your back. And then there was Sadie, his beloved dog. He loved that dog like she was his daughter. The way he cared for her showed a different side of him. He was extremely gentle, nurturing, devoted. It's in those quiet acts of love that we see how someone truly is. Family meant everything to Rhys. He looked up to his big brothers, especially Dyllan, and he followed in his footsteps by stepping into the role of a storeman at Providores, and thank you to the Providores staff for being here today. He was proud of that, proud to be working, proud to be building something for himself. He even moved into his own house, a huge step for someone so young. He was finding his way into adulthood, creating his own independence while still staying closely tied to the people he loved the most. And today, as much as our hearts ache, there is comfort in knowing that Rhys is reunited with his big brother and his best mate, Dyllan. And it's beautiful to imagine the two of them together again, probably stirring up trouble somewhere, watching over the family, side by side, like they always were and meant to be together. Now, his mum did promise that she would never tell this story, but it simply wouldn't be a true tribute without one classic moment. Boys being boys. One day Dyllan decided it would be hilarious to pull his pants down and fart on Rhys. Except it didn't go quite to plan. Dyllan actually had diarrhoea. And yes, poor Rhys copped the full brunt of it. I'm not sure where, but maybe Sheree can tell us that story further. Poor Rhys. Rhys was not perfect, and none of us are. But he was real, he was loving, he was loyal. He was full of potential and full of heart. And while his time here was far too short, the impact he made is lasting. To his parents, his siblings, his extended family and friends, thank you for sharing Rhys with this world. And thank you for loving him so fiercely. I'd like to ask now Jess to come up, his favourite sister and one and only. Jess, if you'd like to come up and share a bit of a tribute for your brother.
This is going to be too tall. Thank you everyone for coming. There's a lot of you here. Rhys, you were one of the kindest souls I have ever known. You were gentle, funny, and so loving with the softest heart. You never needed to be the loudest person in the room to be noticed. Growing up, you were always the quiet one. You were so quiet that we were worried you might never speak. And after a few years of speech therapy, you finally found your voice. Even as you got older, you were still the quieter one out of us Hectors. Then suddenly after one drink, you were the loudest of us all, carrying on, telling stories, and making everyone around you laugh. You were the sneaky one. You'd disappear so quietly, we wouldn't even notice at first. Mum would panic, Dad would be out searching everywhere. Sometimes we'd even have to call the police. A few hours later, we'd hear a giggle coming from somewhere unexpected, like the kitchen cupboard, and you'd be laying beside a big box of Smith's plain chips, looking so proud of yourself. All that time when you were just a little kid and went missing for hours, only for Dad to find you laying in the back of the ute with a half-empty carton of beers laying beside you and the biggest grin on your face. That cheeky, unapologetic smile somehow got you out of trouble more times than it should have. Oh. I remember whenever Jesse's girl used to come on in the car, in Paula's car, you'd absolutely lose it, singing at the top of your lungs like it was written just for you. None of us ever really understood why you loved that song so much, but you did, and that made us love it too. Rhys, you were only 18. You had dreams, plans, and a whole future. This was only just the beginning. There was so much more life left ahead of you. You didn't deserve to be another innocent passenger who was taken from someone because of someone else. I keep picturing you and Dill together again, the boys reunited. Somewhere we just can't see you, wrestling on the floor, smacking each other, running around Nan and Pop's backyard, laughing until you couldn't breathe, riding around in your green machines, doing skids, building cubbies, farting and not causing chaos and annoying everyone, like you did when you were younger. When there was one, the other was never far away. You were a pair, you were inseparable, you always had been, and now you always will be. I miss you more than words will ever be able to say. I'll miss your laugh, your grin, and your stubbornness. But I promise you this, I'll carry you with me always. Every memory, every laugh, every story, I'll hold them close to my heart for the rest of my life. You and Dyllan will live on in every story we tell and in every song played too loud in the car and every backyard filled with laughter. I love you, Rhys, always and forever. Until I see you again, give Dill a hug for me and tell him I love him too.
Thank you, Jess. Extremely brave. I'd like to call upon now Charlie to come up and share. And then once Charlie's spoken, we're going to open up the lectern to any family or friends that would like to come up and share something about Rhys. Thanks, Charlie.
When I first met you, Rhys, I didn't realise how close we would become. I didn't expect you to become my brother, but you did. You helped me through so much. You always made sure I wasn't alone, and that meant more than I could ever properly put into words. You were my shoulder to cry on, my rock, and someone I could always count on. I'm gonna miss you so much, my brother. I hope heaven is treating you as kindly as you deserve. I know Dill would be looking after you. Please tell Dill I said hello and I said my love. Rhys, please know how proud I was of everything you accomplished. I'm gonna miss you around the house. I'll keep your room there just in case you and Dill want to come visit. I've always said that you may not have been my blood brother, but you were my brother in every way that truly matters. You will forever have a place in my heart until we meet again.
Thank you, Charlie. So we'd like to give anyone here now an opportunity to come and share something about Rhys. Family or friends are welcome to. Thank you. What's your name?
Today we say goodbye to someone who meant more than words can really explain. Even though life took us on different paths, there are some people who leave a mark on your story forever, and Rhys was one of them. When Rhys and I met, he was 13 and I was freshly 14. We were just two kids who had a crush on each other, the kind where you suddenly start taking different ways to class, hoping we would accidentally run into each other. It started off small, just school corridors and meetups at the crossing so we could walk home together. We were young and growing up faster than we probably should have. Getting our licenses, finding our first jobs, realising how expensive groceries were, and learning little pieces of the world we never had to think about before. Life didn't always seem so easy to Rhys. He didn't always get handed pieces that were easy to put together. But he did it regardless. He kept moving forward, looking ahead, never back. He found the gym, which he called his second home. Although he started off with no gym membership, just sneaking in late nights to train, it soon enough became something he dedicated so much of his time to. His favourite workout split, push-pull press. I had no idea what he was talking about at the time, but considering the hours he was spending at the gym, I figured he knew what he was talking about. It wasn't just about lifting the weights for him. It was discipline, it was routine, and it was his purpose. Except when it came to chest day, it was only ever about how big his chest pump was. Front runner, his favourite gym brand, and when I say favourite, I mean he needed the exact same shirt in every single colour and would try to tell me that each one was different. Every gym session would end the same way, 1 litre of protein milk sculled in seconds. The times we would walk to the bay in peak summer, 34-degree heat, and not even 1 bottle of water between the two of us, only to wake up the next morning confused as to why we both had heat stroke. 14th of July 2024, we spontaneously decided to look at puppies, which of course turned into a next day adoption. He insisted on getting Sadie. She became his best friend, feeding her the last bites of his dinner, letting her lick the lid of his protein milks, talking to her around the house as if she understood every word that came out of his mouth. One of my favourite memories is sitting at the headland at sunrise with Rhys one morning. There was no sunrise, just clouds. So we sat in my car and decided to watch Love Island episodes we had missed out on. A glimpse of sun came through the clouds and Rhys said, "Imagine in heaven, you just get to lay on the clouds because they look so comfy." Well, Rhys, I hope you are laying on the clouds. I hope they are as comfy as you thought. I hope the sun is warm, and I hope wherever you've landed feels peaceful in a way this world sometimes wasn't. I hope it's beautiful up there. I hope you're having the best time with Dyllan, the one person your heart ached for. Thank you for 4 years, 4 years I will never forget. 4 years of laughter, milestones, grief, challenges, growing and excitement. And lastly, I am so proud of you, proud of the man you were becoming, proud of the life you built, proud of the strength you found in each day. You'll be missed longer than you were new, and that doesn't feel fair. But the mark you left was bigger than the time you had. You were that person that leaves pieces of themselves in everyone who knew them, and even though the world keeps moving, it won't ever feel quite the same without you in it.
Thank you. Is there anyone else, any other family? Or...
To my dear Rhys, Riri, even though this is real, it still doesn't feel real. Every day that goes by, I keep thinking it's a dream, but as real as it is, I don't think I will ever comprehend the fact that I'll never see your face again. It's like you're going to show up again, like you're about to walk in, and you and Chase disappearing to the Sadie pub, or Toormina pub. You never really knew what those two boys were going to get up to together, but those two boys, Chase and Rhys, had the strongest bond of friendship. It was always wherever the other boys were going. Whenever they would disappear, I would just show up and end up spending a lot of time with them all. Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and the cheeky Tuesdays. Honestly, most days ended with them feeling thirsty, except the ones when you had night shifts. Those days would turn into nights, and that's when you'd become even more yourself. Bubbly, talkative, confident. Sometimes that confidence got you into a little bit of trouble. Almost every time, "Come on, Riri," would come out of my mouth. That was just you, full of life. But what I remember most is how protective you were. You were always looking out for your mates, and for me, Mimi. That's what you used to call me, our little nicknames from the first trip we all went up to together. There's a backstory of that, but I'm not going to get into details with that one. I remember that Friday night when I left the pub and came back saying people had thrown water balloons at my car. You and Chase came straight out. The first thing you asked me was, "Are you okay?" That was you, always making sure everyone was okay before anything else. Whenever Chase wasn't around, you'd step in like my not-so-little security guard. If any guy came up to me, you'd be straight in with the same facial expression every time. "Oi, she's got a boyfriend, he's right there," pointing in Chase's direction. You wouldn't even wait for me to say it. You stood next to me every time. You were always protecting the people you loved. You had the biggest heart, Rhys. You were so loyal, you were so loud in the best way. You cared so deeply about your friends and your family and just the life you loved. Life won't be the same without you walking into a room, without your silly laugh, and just without you in this life. I'll miss you forever, Riri. Thank you for every memory. every laugh, and every moment you stood by my side, even the times that you pissed me off. I love you.
For those who don't know me, I'm Dyllan. I'm here to just share some words in honour of Rhys. Rhys has been one of my best mates, pretty much from the moment we met. There's so many things to be said about him, and I'll do my best. From a one-off interaction, people would say Rhys was quite a reserved, closed-doors type of person. Once you got through those doors and got to know him, he was one of the most outgoing, funniest, and loyal people you would ever meet. There was no doubt, whatever situation you were in, Rhys would have you back fiercely. You could ask him for help or advice for anything, and he would be there. He was like this because he cared, and he treated those close to him as family. When I think of the best, most memorable times I can remember, Rhys features in almost every single one. We shaped our identities together, and I wouldn't be the person I am now if I hadn't met Rhys. I'm so grateful to have spent all these times, including a last night on earth with us together, with such a genuine mate. For the rest of my life, I'll always be asking why. We had so many plans for the future together, bro. I promise I'll always take you with me everywhere I go in life. It won't ever be the same without you, Rhys, but you'll never be forgotten. Till we meet again, brother. Love ya.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to come up and share something? Any other family or friends? That's right. I've got a little tribute to read for Sheree. I'll just play the photo story first, Sheree, and then we'll do it after that.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that with every piece of you. And it's the only thing we take with us when we die. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts were never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby. under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone, wait for me to come home. It'll be fine by dusk, but I'm telling you, baby, these things eat at your bones and drive your young mind crazy. But when you place your head between my collar and jaw, I don't know much, but there's no weight at all. And I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. 'Cause if I say I miss you, I know that you won't. But I miss you in the mornings when I see the sun. Something in the orange tells me we're not done. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. Need to hear you say you've been waiting all night. There's orange dancing in your eyes from bulb light. Your voice only trembles when you try to speak. Take me back to us dancing this wood used to creak. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. To you I'm just a man, to me you're all I am. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I poison myself again, something in the orange tells me you're never coming home. If you leave today, I'll just stare at the way the orange touches all things around. The grass, trees, and dew, how I just hate you. Please turn those headlights around. Please turn those headlights around.
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation, and little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Hey, I this your gender? Is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Mary McGill, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And buy me a star on a boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the sphere singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those that praise control of population. Everybody's been there and I don't need no vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also breeds creation. An earthquake's out to a girl's guitar, that's just another good vibration. And tidal waves couldn't save the world from Californication. Hey, a surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Sicker than the rest, there is no test, but this is what you're craving. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication.
Beautiful photos and memories. Thank you for sharing them with us. As I mentioned before, I'd like to read a very special tribute from Sheree. My sweet, sweet, beautiful son, Rhys. I still can't believe this happened. Some days it doesn't even feel real. It doesn't feel like it could possibly be you. The pain is never ending. Like a wave that just keeps coming. I don't know how I will ever get through this. I don't think ever Everwill losing 2 sons is just unexplainable. There is just no words that can explain this. From the very first moment you were born, I knew you were special. You have the most beautiful, pure heart. You were kind, gentle, and so full of love. Anyone who knew you could see the good there in you. My heart is shattered into a million pieces. Once again, a big part of me will always be missing without you here. My head is still shattered by losing Dyllan. I take comfort in believing that your big brother Dyllan is with you now and that he is looking after you. I hope you are together, watching over us. Please know, my darling Rhys, my boy, how deeply your mum loves you. There are no words strong enough, no language powerful enough to describe how much I will miss you and how much I will always love you. You will forever be my son, my heart, my everything. I love you, Rhys. I was trying to, the other day, put some sort of idea here, what's the family have gone through, and I found a little poem. I'd like to share that with you. And I think it's very apt for Rhys. Do not judge a life by its length, nor by the number of pages it holds. Instead, judge it by the richness of its story, by the laughter shared, the friendships made, and the love left behind. Some lives may seem shorter than we hoped, yet they are filled with moments so meaningful and full of life that their memories reach far beyond time. Do not judge a song by how long it plays, nor by the number of notes it holds. Judge it by what it touches in your heart and the way its melody lingers long after the music fades. And when someone has touched your life this deeply, like Rhys, when their laughter still echoes in your heart, you'll begin to realise something important. Perhaps a life like this is not truly unfinished at all. Family and friends, can I ask you to please stand now as we come to the most difficult part of our service, as we say farewell to Rhys. Now, so very tenderly, lovingly and reverently, we farewell Rhys James Hector into nature's keeping. We wish Rhys peace in eternity. He's now entered the last sleep, free of any concern and care, but his spirit will live on in all of you who loved him. And family and friends, to love someone is to risk this pain of parting, and not to love is to never have lived. The pain and the tears that you have now is the honouring of your love for Rhys. And if you have any regrets today, may they be turned into gratitude for the time you shared with Rhys. And family and friends, I'd like to give you this opportunity to say your own goodbye to Rhys by responding with these words in a moment. Rhys, with our love, we let you go. Now, Rhys, into the arms of eternity with Dyllan. Together now, as your family and friends gathered here, we respond with those words. Rhys, with our love, we let you go. Rhys, with our love, we let you go. And Rhys, into our most precious memories within all of our hearts, we respond together, if you can. Rhys, with our love, we let you go. And Rhys, into your freedom and peace and rest until one day we are reunited with you again, we respond together as family and friends. Rhys, with our love, we let you go. And I'd like to close with this blessing. May you go forward today with a small flickering of light in your soul. May the memories of Rhys begin to bring you comfort. May the words, touch and presence of others bring you peace. And may you be blessed as you come in today and as you leave this hall. And so grateful for a life that's been lived and for Rhys's legacy left behind. May you go in peace today in your hearts. During the closing song, I'd like to ask the pallbearers to come forward and carry Rhys to the hearse. You are warmly invited following the service here to join us at, you're going back to where? Thoughts or bowling club, please come back. Golf club, sorry, don't go to the bowling club, we won't be there. Please go to the golf club. And once we get out to the hearse, we're going to release 10 butterflies. So I'd like to ask Nick to play that song now.
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of days, losing sleep at night. I am not okay. I'm hanging on the rails. So if I say I'm fine, just know I learned to hide it well. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. I woke up today, I almost stayed in bed, had the devil on my back and voices in my head. Some days it ain't all bad, some days it all gets worse. Some days I swear I'm better off laying in that dirt. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright, gonna be alright, gonna be alright. I know one day we'll see the other side. The pain will wash away in a holy water tide, and we all gonna be alright.